Good morning, everybody. Steve Georgia here from Allendale's Trading Floor. It is November 17th, 2011. Bringing you guys your morning coffee. Interesting markets already this morning. As far as the grains, the big talk surrounding the grains over the last few days, few weeks, has been demand. So ever since that USDA report, we've had demand on the mind. Here today, it's going to be exactly that. Corn right now, overnight traded about 5 3/4 cents lower. Beans down 3, wheat down about 4 3/4 cents. So we are drifting a little bit lower. Now let's go right into exports. Corn, they were expecting to see 250,000 to 600,000 million metric tons. Came out at 209. So lower end of the range, actually below that. This is weak sales again for corn. So you're going to have guys talking about lack of demand for corn at these levels. We may end up seeing corn try to push down a little bit and maybe try to get down to that lower end of the range, that's 630 again. But we've got to look for some outside market support at those levels. The demand right now is certainly an issue for corn, and we'll get into some of that here in a little bit too. But as far as beans, looking for 450,000 to 700. Came out at 751, so actually a little bit friendly. May find that as we may find a little support from that. The wheat, they were looking for 300 to 500, came out at 335, so still within the range, toward the lower end of the range, but maybe overall maybe a little bit neutral. I do want to mention one thing: meal as well. Meal looking 100 to 225, came out at 202. Let's revisit the corn number again, 209. And we came out, we shipped 202 as far as meal. This is another stronger export for meal. The last few weeks, we've actually exported more meal than we have corn. So, that's just an interesting fact I wanted to throw out there at you guys. Something else kind of interesting as well. You had Thailand looking to tender some feed wheat. They've gotten a price of 721 as far as feed wheat. But want to mention for corn, the cheapest corn that they were looking for as well, the cheapest price they had gotten for corn was $8.13. So still way above where feed wheat right now is being priced at $7.21. The cheapest they've seen is $8.13 for that. And that's coming out of Argentina. So you've got to think that our corn prices are probably still a little bit higher than that. But $8.13 is what's being priced right now out of Argentina. There's rumors out there that have been building and have been around for the last few days of China coming in and buying beans and looking at tendering 600,000 tons. As of this morning, it did come out. There was a confirmation of beans, a new sale today of 420,000, so less than what the trade had anticipated. So that may be a little bit more of a negative factor on beans today. As well as guys were expecting to see 600,000. So we'll see how that is reacted today. A lot of outside market influence has been surrounding the grains over the last few months, and that's going to remain. So continue watching the dollar, continue watching crude. Here the dollar is up about 10 cents, sitting at 78.28. That's off of its highs that we had overnight at 78.69. So we are well off of those highs, and we'll see what some of the reactions are as we get things open this morning. Crude oil down $1.50, 101, so sitting just above 101. We had a low overnight at that $100 level. Some interesting things about that $100 level. Yesterday, we had a huge open interest for those December options at that $100 level. Those are now in the money. And they're now, guys who had those options are still long. So options expired yesterday. Looks like they came in and supported that today. If we end up breaking down below that $100 mark, we may end up seeing some pressure, probably pretty quick if we take that out and look for things to pull back now that we've got a big open interest and a big long specs sitting at that $100 area. Something else yesterday as well, and why we had seen such a surge, is that we had an announcement out yesterday that we were going to reverse the flow of crude oil, of that pipeline from the Gulf to Cushing's, Oklahoma. So that's our major storage area there in Oklahoma. So that's going to be supportive on crude oil today as well. So there are reasons to see support at these levels. We'll see if it can hold that $100 mark. If we end up taking that out, I think we might find some pressure, some stops being hit, and things of that sort. I was looking at the stock market today, very quiet. We're up about 9 points right now. Europe will be watched very closely. And as you guys know out there, and looking at the volatility that we've seen in the stock market, it seems like one day they're taking risk off, the next day they're putting risk on. So we're seeing this big chopping, this back and forth motion in the stock market. But Europe is the main key right now, and what guys are watching and focusing on here at this point. As of right now, news is very quiet. That's why we're sitting kind of quiet right now. But any kind of disturbance or any news out of Europe could adjust that market very quickly. As far as the metals, taking some profits off the table. We were overbought for the metals. We're now coming off of those overbought situations. Gold down about 27. You've got silver down right now about 79 cents. So we're finding a pretty sharp pullback right now for metals. More so with some profit taken, I think, over the last few days and some money coming off the table there. As far as livestock, you've got fat cattle right now down about 35. Feeders dropping back about 15 to 30 cents. You've got hogs that are mixed. So we could find some support, though, on pullbacks in the cattle due to a couple of things. First, we got a cattle on feed coming out on Friday, and that they're expecting that to be a little bit friendly. So we could find some support as we get closer to that. Wholesale prices have been higher, and not only that, wholesale prices actually higher, mostly due to packers cut and kill. And yesterday they cut about 7,000 head from a year ago level. So that's quite a bit there, and that's supporting wholesale prices right now as well. As far as hogs, cash trade kind of mixed. We're finding a good area that we're chopping around right now for hogs. There's not a lot of news out there with that, but cash price is starting to steady there as well. So I want to thank you guys for listening in here today. Give us a call throughout the day. These markets are moving fast. They're moving very quick. If you need any information, we want to be here for you. So give us a call at 800-262-7538 or check us out right on the web, allendale-inc.com. You guys have a great day. Thanks.